Hello viewers, it's the Mindful Man reading from Paul G. Brett, The Eden Plot. In the meantime, there was still the matter of the local authority permission for Eden Bottom. I had received word that the Planning and Development Control Committee was to sit again at the end of February, and that our scheme was on the list for consideration at that meeting. The planning officers, I understood, were advising that it should not be granted. This would be a disaster, of course, and I had to find a way of preventing such an outcome. Gunnersbury had sent me a list of the current members. The committee had been reconstituted following the local elections the previous May, and I was intrigued to see that its new chairman was none other than Admiral Roding. I knew him. He was on one or two diocesan committees, and Ladbroke would know him too, as he lived in Edensor, one of the Throckhampton villages. An idea began to form in my mind, and I decided to act quickly. I had about a month to put things right. My first step was to ring up my mother's stepsister in Frinton and invite myself over for a few days' break. The clergy all seemed to go away after Christmas, and things quietened down in the diocese as a result, so why should I too not have a few days off at the same time? It would attract no comment. While I was there, my cousin Maggie came over for the weekend as well, as I knew she would. We often used to meet and talk at length. I found it a great help to have someone to share things with, and I rather think she did too. She was like a sister to me, really. Together we went for a long walk along the greensward bordering the seafront. I told her about the current problems I faced, though carefully concealing some of the details. I did not want her thinking there was more to it than she should. She was a trained therapist, and those types could usually listen carefully and draw no conclusions. In the event, it turned out better than I could have hoped. She had met Ladbroke. Indeed, she was one of his parishioners, having recently broken up with her boyfriend and moved into a cottage in Paxworth. She undertook quite readily, I noticed, though I give it no special significance, to contact him and talk to him about the Eden Bottom project, which I said I had heard about and wondered if she was also conversant with. I had carefully prefaced this with a spiel about the general economic health of the county as a whole, and the consequences of this for our church collections. Hope you enjoyed this chapter of The Eden Plot by Paul G. Brett.